What is up guys, welcome back to another GeekaWhat video, and today I've got in what MSI are touting as a desktop replacement. This is their GE65 Raider, which takes design cues from high-end ultrabooks and combines them with the form factor and raw horsepower of a gaming laptop. Could this be the crossover and combination that we all need? Let's dive in and take a look. Now MSI are actually kind enough to sponsor today's video, so I could take a look at the 9th gen Core i7 and RTX technology under the hood of this laptop, if you will. In terms of the Intel Core i7 at 9th gen CPU, we can see here that it's a 6 core and 12 thread processor with a base clock speed of 2.6 GHz, which is going to turbo boost right up to 4.5 GHz. Now, it's worth noting that let me take the new MacBooks, for example, the 15-inch models. While they may share some of the same processor technology, you're going to get significantly more performance out of this laptop because of the cooling solution. A processor can only turbo up to its maximum speed providing it is kept nice and cool, and the 7 heat pipes and dual fan design under the hood, I keep saying that, but underneath the outer shell of this laptop are going to really facilitate that. One really cool thing that I saw in my last MSI notebook video, which you can watch here, that this laptop also has is a full fan speed button. You can hit this button here, and you may be able to just hear that on the microphone, but it spools the fans up to full power. If I just turn that off a second, now you may be wondering why would I want to do that? If you've got a late night gaming session and you've got your headset on, for example, you can hit that button and the laptop will go, okay, noise isn't a problem, and ramp them up to 100% to make sure you're getting the best possible performance. On the top here, we've also got, of course, a keyboard with a number pad and arrow keys, which is really nice in this kind of form factor. And in keeping with many of MSI's gaming notebooks, this is made by SteelSeries. So, to put it plainly, you know it's going to be decent. Now, of course, this isn't a mechanical keyboard due to the form factor of the laptop. That is to be fully expected, but it is fully RGB, which someone like me absolutely loves. Now, one of the final things to look at before we boot some games up is, of course, the I/O. Down the side here on the left-hand side, we have our Kensington lock, a nice bit of ventilation as well to help with that cooling system, a full-size Ethernet port, which is great for low-latency gaming and LAN parties, a HDMI port, mini DisplayPort connector, USB-A, USB Type-C, and your headphone and microphone jacks. If we spin the laptop round to the other side, you'll find a really quite large power jack, which I will come on to in a second, as well as an SD card reader, great for people like me who produce content, photographers, videographers, that kind of thing, and a further 2 USB ports. Now, I did say I would come back to the power port on this laptop, and that's for good reason. If you look at the size of this power brick, MSI have actually done a fantastic job in keeping this nice and small and nice and portable. Compare it to that of my Dell XPS 15, which looks a bit of a mess, but has significantly less power. And it's very impressive what MSI have done here. The screen also looks fantastic. I was actually pretty astounded to find out the panel here is only a 1080p panel and not a 1440p higher resolution unit. The colours and viewing angles are pretty spot on, to be honest with you, and it's nice and thin, which gives it a really premium professional feel. The refresh rate on this panel just is honestly mind-blowing. This laptop's available with up to a 240Hz refresh display, though this unit comes with a 144Hz design that makes it great for first-person shooter games specifically, like CSGO for example, and yes, of course, Fortnite. But that's enough of outside specs. How well does this laptop perform and what's it like to game on? Now, this is here an engineering sample, so I'm not allowed to go into too many details on it, though expectedly 1080p gaming is where you're looking. No one's plugging this into a 4K telly or 4K monitor. 1080p at 60 frames per second though is what you're going to see in the vast majority of titles. The RTX 2060 in here, of course, isn't as powerful as the massive brick of a unit that goes in your PC. But actually, it comes pretty damn close, and obviously it's all relative. An RTX 2060 in a laptop is going to perform a lot better than a GTX 1660 in a laptop, if that makes sense. Should you buy this laptop is the question though that many of you will be asking, and that depends on exactly what you're looking for. If you want an all-in-one package with enough power for 1080p gaming or even 1440p at high frame rates on the higher end 2070 and 2080 models, then this laptop may well be the one for you. And personally, I'm really happy with MSI's newfound tactic, it seems, as of late, of making things a bit less gamery and red and garish and providing really nicely built gaming laptops with all the horsepower you could possibly need. If you want to pick this laptop up, I will of course link it down in the description below for Amazon, different regions, different retailers for up-to-date pricing and that kind of thing. If you enjoyed today's video though, a big old like rating, get subscribed, hit me up on Instagram. That's over here on your screen now. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next GeekaWhat video.